Today we're going to review what I spent in February, and then we're going to go through the March budget. Just a reminder, I use the Quicken Simplify budgeting app. It is my favorite app. I've been through a few. I will link it below. It is an affiliate link, so you don't have to use it. You can just Google it on your own, and if it looks interesting, awesome. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's go into spending plan for February, just to see what we did here. I did make 2 purchases, I believe, on things that I did not anticipate, but we'll go through that. So, income. Let's go through income. In the month of February, I made a total of $6,915.18, and that is my full-time marketing job. 2 freelance side hustles. One is social media marketing, one is paid ads like Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, and then YouTube money. So this is all of that combined. Let's go into bills. What did bills look like? In the month of February, my bills came out to $3,100, but it's actually more because my entire car payment is not counted in this list, but it is counted in another list. So I'll show you that. So bills, $3,100, but it's actually more than that in February. Subscriptions. Right now I'm paying for the following 5 subscriptions, Apple, YouTube, which I'm actually thinking about getting rid of. Like maybe I'll just not pay for it and deal with ads. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but we'll see. CapCut, which I have since eliminated. Apple Coursera, we'll go through that. ChatGPT Pro, this thing is like my lifeline. I will not ever give it up unless I absolutely have to. And then Apple Music, which I'm also considering letting go because I rarely listen to music. Savings goals. I did not contribute to savings goals in February. So the Botox fund, the OSHIZ fund, and vacation fund, we had 0 contributions in the month of February. Now we're in other spending in February. So here, you'll see that I had a total of $2,500, but a lot of that is just the car payment. So let's go down here. Car payment, you'll see Rockland Federal, that is a car of, so I made several payments on my car in February. So Rockland car payment, $1,000, and then Rockland car payment, $600. So if we total these 2 up, plus, where is it? This one, I paid about $2,900 on my car in the month of February because I did have a few people say that my car payment is outrageous. Yes, it is expensive. What I actually owe on my car every month is $550, but I'm trying to put around $2,800, $2,900 on it every month so I can just pay it down and be done with it. Town of Barnstable, this is just parking, so I get reimbursed for that. We're just going to ignore that. ConvertKit, I spent $308. This is accounting as a business expense. I decided that I want to start a newsletter. I don't know at what point I want to start it, but I just added, I created a landing page with this, and this will also let me send emails. So I have it linked below because there are a lot of things that I want to discuss and talk about and topics that I have in my mind that aren't necessarily like a whole video or worth making a whole video on, or I know they won't perform well, but I still want to talk about them. And so I thought either a blog or a newsletter would be the good place to start. So this is an annual subscription of $300. This is another thing I did. Storyblocks. I was paying for Epidemic Sound, which I think was like $30 a month. I'm not sure. I switched to Storyblocks, business expense again. And what this does is it gives you B-roll. So it gives you like stock footage if you need it to add into your video. It also gives you sound effects and a bunch of other things. And so I use this not only for YouTube, but I'm also going to use this a lot for my other full-time job and side hustle. So this was $360. This is an annual subscription, so I get unlimited access with this. So I spent a decent amount on like business expenses, not thrilled about it. And I didn't sit on these purchases. Like I often say, sit on the purchase for like a week, maybe longer. But I didn't sit on these. I just pulled the trigger. I think I still would have made the same decision whether I waited or didn't. But I don't know, paying the 600 kind of hurt my gut a little bit, but I still did it. So there's that. And then this subscription boot camp, I actually see, this is why you need to track literally everything, because you seeing it back and reviewing it really puts it into another light. And so like I felt these purchases throughout the month, but seeing it here, I'm like, ooh, it's a lot of money in 1 month. So then I spent, this as a workout app. Okay. Well, this is all 3 apps together that I paid for subscriptions. So $95, but about, I think 26, 28 was this boot camp. So this is a workout app that I am enjoying. I actually think it's really good. I don't actually regret it, but I don't know. I just feel like I spent a lot of money. Staples. This was SodaStream bottles. So all of that. My cat is going a little crazy. Let's go into planned spending for February. Planned spending. Okay, this is what I did and did not use. Amazon. I purchased, so like mints, heat protectant spray, a book. This was likely gum, and then dog treats. Like generally Amazon is not crazy shopping. It's dog stuff or pet stuff, gum, and then a book here and there. But I'm not buying like a lot of useless cluttered stuff. So I budgeted 100 and I spent 97. Let's release these funds. Release for spending. Car repair, I just add a little bit of money towards it every month just so I'm not stuck if something happens. Coffee, I overspent by $43. That's cool. Yep, still spent a lot on coffee. Okay, so we overspent there. I'm not gonna sit on this. This is like the story of my life. Pets, I budgeted 50. I spent 64. I try not to go over my budget for the most part in these categories, but like if my animals need food, I'm going to buy them food, even if, I have to go a little over. Gas, we budgeted 150 and I spent 88, so that's cool. Let's release this for spending. Personal care. What did I buy in personal care? Nails. Okay, so I no longer get my nails done. I took that out of my budget. They're basically bare. But I had dip on my nails, so I had to go to the salon to have it removed because I tried doing it myself and it was a disaster. So that was $28. And then Sephora, I don't remember what that was, but it's definitely a replacement product. It was probably like dry shampoo. It was probably dry shampoo is what it was. Restaurants, I budgeted $150 and I only spent $66. That's nice. Let's release for available spending. Sister trip. My sisters and I went to New Hampshire and we stayed at the Omni Washington. So my sister and I, one sister and I went cross-country skiing and the other one stayed in the hotel. And it was a great time. I had so much fun. And I budgeted, what did I budget for? I budgeted $255 and I overspent by $88. Stuff I forgot about. Budgeted $50 and I spent less than that. So let's release. Okay, March is going to be tricky. March is going to be very, very tricky. I feel like I'm a little bit behind in March and I can't figure out why. I'm going to have to take some time going through this thoroughly. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at right now, but I'm recording this before I go to work and I have to leave soon. So I don't have time to like fix it on camera. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So we're in March. Income. Let's go into expected income. In March, I'm expecting, this is not including YouTube money, I'm expecting $7,500. But bills is going to be a little expensive. Brown University, this is a medical bill, and I just paid the entirety off, so I paid $545. That's done. Rent, I'm going to be paying around $2,000 in the month of March because February, we didn't pay rent for many reasons, but we have to cover February and March this month. So that's going to be more expensive. Cape Cod Hospital, this is my medical bill. Rent the Runway, we know. Gym, let's remove this Brown University Health because I paid that off. So view series, options, end series, end series. Okay. Sign Up Genius, this is a business expense. My car insurance is coming up, and then my car payment minimum of $2,800. So I'm bringing in $7,500, and my bills are $6,000. That's a lot. And again, like, it wouldn't be that much if I wasn't paying almost $3,000 for my car. So that's a lot. Subscriptions. Then we have YouTube Premium. I think I should get rid of that. CapCut, I've deleted that. That will not go through. I've deleted Coursera because I was taking a course on search engine optimization, but I have deleted that, so that won't go through. We should just end that. View series. Let's end this so it doesn't count. End series. End series. Let's end CapCut too. View series, options, end series. Awesome. Okay, so now we are back to 3 subscriptions to the total of $55. Savings goals. I did contribute. I contributed $200 towards Botox, and then I have not contributed to OSHA's fund or vacation fund. Yeah, so as you can see with my, I have after my, so, okay. My income after it accounts for savings goals and bills is $668, but my planned spending is $1,400. And this is what I have to figure out. I just don't have time right now. Amazon, we're factoring $75, but let's go down because I think I can lessen that this month. So let's go down to 50 update. Coffee, we are budgeting 40. Pets, we can go down to 100 for this. We don't need to budget. We can actually go down to like 75 for pets this month. 75. Groceries, we budgeted 600. I think I can get that down, but I'm going to keep groceries at 600. Personal care, we budgeted 50. Restaurants, we budgeted 200. Let's bring that down. Of course, I'm probably going to have to bring these down even more, like I said. Which I will do later. I have to like really think through this and I just don't have time. Stuff I forgot about is 100. So at current, I am negative $596. So that's cool. That's not good. Yep. So that's what my budget looks like. I'm going to have to get really strict here, I think, for the month of March, which sucks. And then if we go to dashboard, we can ignore this because it's not properly tracking. My net worth is not tracking my 401k in here. But as of right now, I have $1,800 in my checking, which feels low to me. Generally, I'm comfortable with like $3,000 in my checking. I don't know why. It's a thing. I get super anxious when it's low, and $1,800 feels really low to me. If we factor in my savings goals within my budget, then I actually only have $911, not accounted for, not going to anything. My YouTube checking account, which means YouTube money I make, it just goes right into this account and I don't count it towards anything, is at $3,600. My credit card, I owe $179, which I'll pay that off today, maybe. High yield savings, I have $9,700 in it. Now we're going to quickly go into my debt payoff plan. So this is how I track how I'm paying down my debt. My goal is to become debt free as soon as possible. So currently I have 2 bills left to pay and then I'll be debt free. One is a medical bill, one is my car. So right now, I think I started this app using this app, I want to say in August or September. So right now I've paid off 58% of my debt. Towards principal, I've paid off $29,000 and I have a balance of $20,000 left. So keep in mind, I'm trying 20,000, like 19,000 of this, maybe more, is my car. I'm trying to put between $2,500 and $2,800 towards my car every month. Cape Cod Healthcare, I owe for my medical bill, I owe $1,100, and then for my car, I owe $19,000 to it. So for March, we can see and make sure that I have a reoccurring fund of $2,950 just to cover my bills. Rockland Federal, I will have to put $2,850 towards it to stay on track. And then this is my other bill, so it wants me to pay the minimum of $100. Probably pay more. And then so if we come in here, you can see this is where I started. I started at around $50,000 in debt in, let's see, when did July. I started this at $49,000 in debt in July of 2024. I am now March 2025, at the end of March, I should be $17,000 in debt. So I think that's pretty good. We're on a downward trend. This is great. So far, I have accelerated my debt payoff by doing this by 1 year and 2 months, and I've saved $790 in interest. That's pretty fantastic. These are the bills that I have and that I've paid off. And that's that. Okay, so that is my budget. I have to go to work because I think I'm late and we have a meeting today, so that's not good. I'm sorry if this felt rushed, but this was the only time that I actually could sit down and do it because I have a few things going on. So if you made it to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay.